Hey everybody, it's Carrie B, director with Team Wicklish Chili Peppers, and I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel and join me on this amazing journey. So this video is to help dispel the I've tried Scentsy and it's just not working. Sort of like I've fallen and I can't get up. Well, let's get back to some of the basics. Let's make sure that we have our good foundation in place before we say, I've tried everything, I've asked everyone, and nothing is working. Okay, so one of the number one things that I want to make sure that you are doing, if you feel that way, is that you have looked at and you carry around the new consultant guide. Now, I know it's being updated, but this is the one I have right now. So the Scentsy Fragrance Consultant Guide, it works for all Scentsy consultants. And there's a wealth of information in here, but the number one thing that all the guides have done throughout is it helps you set goals. So even if you're past your first 15 days or past your first 70 days, or more importantly, if you've just started and you still have those ahead of you, you want to use those as your roadmap to get started. It helps you build the momentum so that you could be successful. So as an existing consultant, you can restart, relaunch, do your 15 days and your 70 days. There may not be an award for it coming from the company, but your reward will be your additional commission that you'll get. Because what I'm hearing is many people are saying, I did a Facebook party and I invited thousands of people and only 2 people showed up. The question to that I would ask you, or anyone that says that, is how many of those people did you pick up the phone and personally invite them? How many of those people did you do personal smell parties with? You see, Facebook parties work great when you have a group of people that are familiar with Scentsy, and then they can bring others in, and their comments and excitement can get others that haven't experienced Scentsy to help you sell the products. But if this is going to be your primary way of sharing Scentsy, then I would ask you, what foundation have you done? So in other words, one of the things that we learned is to figure out what it is you do best and what abilities do you need to become more educated in. And for me, it was going back to the basics on recruiting. I'm a great seller. I have no problem sharing and walking up with people. And I don't that I have a problem recruiting. I just don't believe I was confident enough. So I went back and I started picking up tips and tools, and I'm continuing to read and learn more about recruiting. So let's step back and let's figure out the basics. Are you partying, or are you just inviting a bunch of people into a room and hoping you get some orders? It just doesn't work that way. Facebook parties require you as the hostess, or as the consultant, to build the momentum. So you're posting pictures constantly and facts and playing games and this and that. You're not just setting up a party and inviting a bunch of people and posting your link and maybe posting 1 or 2 things the night of and hoping that someone will go order. You've got to educate them. But there's 4 chords, and I'll probably get them wrong. But the number one chord I want you all to remember is this: that we are a party plan company. So these little puppies right here, and their big sisters and brothers that you also get in your kit, they need to go to work. If these are sitting on your shelves and not working, then that's probably why you feel like you've tried everything and you just can't get Scentsy to work. Get out there and put your employees. You see all these little employees in here? These are your employees. The smell is what sells. People need to be able to experience our amazing, so much fragrance or so much scent packed into each wax bar scents in order for you to be successful. When you go into the stores and to where the places you go already, are you Scentsy naked? Yeah, I said it. Are you Scentsy naked? Do you go in there with samples with a call to action attached? A flat catalog, I like to call them, with maybe a booster or some type of booster sticker or some type of call to action. Why choose Scentsy? Are you using your tools to get people to want to find out more about Scentsy? Or are you just handing out a sample and waiting and hoping that someone may call you? Well, I'm here to tell you that samples have a partner in crime. And their partner in crime are door prize slips. And if you're not getting these filled out and then following up with these, then you are going to have parties where you feel like no one comes, hosts that are not engaged, and you're not going to feel successful. Door price slips, samples, testers, more samples. This is washer whiffs. Room spray samples, you can attach those. Monthly specials. These are the things that are going to get people intrigued about your business. So instead of saying, I've tried everything and Scentsy doesn't work, go back to the basics. Get your new consultant hand guide out. Go back to the beginning where it talks about setting your goals. It talks about the monthly goals. It talks about setting your goals, doing your launch party. If you have not done your launch party, that's another thing. You need a launch to get your business going. Your launch party doesn't have to be a big shenanigan. You do it at your house or whatever. You could do it all day, come and go for 2 or 3 hours at a Starbucks or at a McDonald's or a Wendy's or someplace like that, and have people stop by when it's more convenient for them between set hours, like from 10 to 1 or something like that, whatever works for you. Open up your house and do an open house. Do a vendor event. But what you have to do is get out there and do. If you're going to do the Facebook parties, and that's going to be your sole way to work your Scentsy business, I'm just here to tell you is to get your, do your research and find out exactly what it takes to be successful. And it's not just creating an event or a group, however you do it, and inviting a bunch of people and posting your link and maybe a picture here or two on the day that you're trying to actually do the party and think it's going to be successful. Everything with Scentsy takes massive action. It's a numbers game. So if you invite 200 people, then maybe 20 might show up. But you've got to give those 200 that you invited a reason to even want to peek inside the event and see what's going on. But I want to encourage you first to get out there and make connections. If you don't know how to make samples, you can go out on YouTube and research, or what do you call it, search. There's 50 gazillion videos on how to make samples, including one I put out there. Flat catalogs. I love these. You get a 3-pack of 50 for $9. These are like so economical, especially when you're out there. Your door price slips. If you're on Team Make It Happen, they actually have some 4 up all ready to go for us to use. I understand they just refreshed them recently. Or you get these in your kit and you can order these from the Scentsy Family Store. So there's tools out there, but make sure you have your foundation set and you're working your business consistently and not just thinking that you're working your business and not looking for the little shortcuts and angles that you can do to get massive results, because it takes massive action to get massive results. One thing we learned at Scentsy reunion this year is that opportunity requires preparation. Opportunity requires preparation. In order for you to have the opportunity to share your products, you need to prepare samples. You can put the little sticker that comes on here. Samples, and ask for the information. Preparation leads to information, which leads to parties, which leads to success. This is not a get rich quick. This is not a get all the orders you can. This is not a wait till the last week of the month and rush and run around like your head's cut off trying to get orders. People want to know that you're going to be there to service them, that you're going to be consistent, that you're going to check in and see if they need light bulbs and wax here and there, not just when you need orders. So don't set yourself up thinking that you're going to do a bunch of Facebook parties and be successful. Now, for those of you that do successful Facebook parties, I guarantee you can tell me that you started off doing some other type of parties, such as home parties, and you built your confidence up. You learned and you studied and you did the things necessary in order to be successful. You didn't sign up and a week later you decided all you're going to do is Facebook parties. That works for some people. That works for some age groups. That works for some lifestyles. That works for some schedules. But I'm just saying, we are a party plan company. One of the last cores that Orville tells us about is to make sure that we invest in ourselves. So make sure you take time to read the books, attend the trainings, listen on the calls, and get your abilities up to speed. Because we can motivate or inspire like a good leader would, but if you don't have the proper education, You haven't done the proper studying and research. And I'm not talking about education, college degrees. I'm talking about reading the books, reading your hand guide, understanding the rules, and making sure that you have your abilities up to par before you go out and have all these expectations and you don't have the right knowledge to be successful. So, Scentsy, you haven't fallen and you can get up. All you have to do is get connected, figure out what you know, figure out what you need to become more knowledgeable about, get your foundation in place by being prepared so that when those opportunities come, you can seize the moment and be successful. But don't look for the do it fast and get it done quick. It's going to take work. It's going to take effort. So when you're willing to put in the time and the preparation that it takes to be successful, you too will say, I found Scentsy and I can get up. I've rocketed. I'm successful and I'm sharing with others. So don't look at it that it can't be done. Instead, look at it like, what else do I need to be doing to be more prepared and be successful? All right, guys, don't ever give up on your dreams. Keep dreaming until your dreams come true. This is Carrie B, your 9 to 5 excuse buster, signing off.